Hi there, it's Chris Crocker, and it is a very chilly February 13th, exactly 1 month since our last epic windstorm here in the Spokane area. I'm out for a walk with my dogs. In my neighborhood, I'm in the Comstock, Cannon Hill area. This was the area hardest hit by this windstorm, and I just want to give you a tour of some of the damage that is still around 1 month later. Here is just one of many stumps in the neighborhood from fallen ponderosa pine trees. The thing that gives me the chills is look right across the street, an elementary school. On the other side of the elementary school, we've got this tree that was blown over onto very busy Lincoln Street, and this had Lincoln closed for 4 or 5 days, and the power was out to my neighborhood for about that long as well, which was a drag. But you can see this homeowner's got some work to do. Now, tragically, this is the intersection where a beloved pediatrician at the local Shriners was killed when her car was smashed by a fallen tree as she was on her way to work. God rest her soul. Just a terrible, terrible tragedy. The next stop on our tour is Comstock Park, which looks like something out of Lord of the Rings. Huge ponderosa pines were absolutely snapped like matchsticks throughout this park. Let's get a closer look. Crews have been working so hard over the past month to get this park cleaned up. I think it's still officially closed. I'm probably not supposed to be here. Don't tell my mom. You see all of the logs stacked up there. Those are going to be used to help heat the homes of those who need it. They've got a plan for those logs. Some damage to the tennis courts that will need to be repaired. More logs stacked up. Lumber now. I can't believe how open it is here. Okay, I'm gonna give you an idea of how big these logs are by going over and standing by them. They're huge. Huge. Move, puppy. Aren't these big trees? Oh my goodness. Now my hand's sticky. There are a couple of reasons that ponderosa pines are so prone to topple during our wind events. The peak wind gusts recorded with this last event were in the 70 plus mile per hour range, so not even hurricane force winds. But ponderosa pines have naturally shallow root systems anyway. They are indigenous to this region, however, and this is a semi-arid climate here in Spokane. And so when they're in a park setting where they're being watered, or in a yard where they're being watered, their shallow root system is even more so. And they just don't have enough to hold on. I mean, these are 200-foot tall trees, and they are held down by just these little roots. So as the park department is looking to replace these trees, they are looking at trees more suited to withstand our current climate, and that's what they're encouraging neighbors to do as well. Still plenty of ponderosa pines in this area, as you can see, and the bad news is there are some silent threats to these trees now. A forester told me that a wind event like this will stress these trees, and then they send out signals to bark beetles that say, hey, bark beetle, I have been stressed in this wind event. I am very vulnerable to your attack. And so we may find that these trees are damaged even a few years down the road. That's what happened with the last windstorm. They are also taking some of this wood and mulching it. Well, that is just a small sample of the damage here in my neighborhood from the windstorm on January 13th, 2021. If you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments, and maybe I will do another one in the future. Here are my dogs in the meanwhile. That's Buddy. And that's Charlie. Thanks for watching.